So the females have scent glands on their groin, and then the males have it on their wrist, and they'll use that.
All right, guys, you might remember Daniel. He is our lead animal care technician, and today he is going to give us some thoughts and some ideas on techniques for preparing lemur diet and also some lemur husbandry techniques.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel. As Michael said, I'm the head animal care technician here at Wildlife Command Center, and I love all the animals at the center, but my absolute favorite has got to be the ringtail lemurs. They just have so much personality to them, and in the wild, their diet consists of a lot of fruits and vegetables. They eat pretty much everything. So today we're going to be showing you how we feed them and how we do their diet, and we're going to go ahead and take you along for the process. So come on along. So we're over here in the food prep area. So this is the Husbandry leaf eater kibble. It's high protein, high fiber, and low fat. So it's one of the healthiest things we give our lemurs, and it helps keep them sustained throughout the day. So we're gonna go ahead and stir that up. And then up next here, we got some apples. These are a very low sugar fruit, and these ones aren't even ripe yet, so they're even lower in sugar. But the lemurs will eat every single part of this, the stem, the seeds, the core, everything. So we're gonna use the whole apple for them. So the next thing we're going to give them is these grapes here. Grapes are a lot higher in sugar than apples are, and they have some iron in them. So we're not going to give them too many, because iron can cause liver issues in lemurs long term if they have too much of it. But iron in small dosages is perfectly healthy for them. So we're going to go ahead and give them just a pinch of grapes. And then the next thing we have here is some peppers. In the wild, their diet is mostly consisting of vegetables. They very rarely ever eat fruit in the wild like they do in captivity. So they love all sorts of vegetables of different types. And then the last thing we're going to give them is this mixed vegetable medley. So they eat a ton of vegetables, as mentioned with the peppers. This fruit is all frozen. This was in the freezer. So this is going to provide some enrichment for them, because they're going to have to chew at the ice to get to the food. And it's also going to help hydrate them when they chew on that ice.
And so my question is, what I think a lot of viewers would ask is this exactly the same diet they get every day, or
No.
do you vary it?
So we switch out fruits and vegetables constantly. It depends really on the season and what's in season. For example, during the summer, we'll give them a lot of watermelon because it's in season and it's a good treat for them. And then in the winter, for a treat, we'll give them stuff like blueberries, because they grow in a lot colder weather. So it really just depends on the season and what we have available. And it's also good for them to just give them a variety of different fruits and vegetables, so they're getting different nutrients and vitamins and whatnot. Ready to... So we're going to start by putting one bowl in this opening over here. We try and spread the bowls out because it stops them from fighting over food, and also it gives them enrichment because they have to reach through the fence to grab the food there. And then these other two we'll usually bring into the enclosure. So rabbit. Ooh.
Look at those good girls eating like a wonderful. Oh, you're gonna mark your territory? What's up, Tootsie? Somebody done ate so much they swallowed too big of a piece. There's Snow. So tell me a little bit about lemur facts and hierarchy.
So lemurs are matriarchal, which means that a female is dominant. So there's one female that is in charge of the entire troop, She's basically the alpha of the troop, and that's Loki. She's going to be the one closest to you.
She's also the fattest one. Gosh, she's put on some weight. What's up, Elijah?
So the females will often bully the males out of food, and it's not because they're mean. It's just how lemur society works. The females get to eat first, and they get to choose the best spots to sleep and whatnot. So a lot of the times they'll swat at the other lemurs that are less dominant to get them out of their way, and that's why we spread the bulls out so they have multiple options to feed, and one lemur doesn't just miss out on getting to eat.
So Snow is the oldest and the most beat up. But, I mean, this troop didn't beat her up. She's just old.
Yep. We rescued her. She was a breeder lemur, being kept in horrible conditions. And Missouri Department of Conservation seized her, and we ended up with her eventually. So now she has a forever home here at Wildlife Command Center. And you can see what Selma's doing right there. That's marking their territory. So the females have scent glands on their groin, and then the males have it on their wrists. And they'll use that to spread their scent on different areas of their enclosure. And that basically tells other lemurs and other mammals to get out of their way because this is their area.
And that's Elijah up there.
Yep.
It's funny how when you work with them all the time, you recognize them just by their facial features.
Oh yeah, the analogy I've heard a lot is it's not like parents who have twins. You sort of just recognize subtle differences in their facial structure and their mannerisms over time.
And of course, it helps a little bit that Loki's a lot heavier now.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that you can tell the difference between her and Selma. But Loki's just got a mischievous look in her eye, like always. And of course, Tootsie being the youngest, she's the thinnest. And then Snow being the oldest, she just looks like she's the oldest.
Right.
And then Elijah, you know, he's got that little bump on his nose. Oh, look at there. So Selma's like, why are y'all fighting?
So even though there's two other bulls, for some reason Tootsie decided she was going to fight with the other lemurs for that one pepper.
For a minute, then she ran over to the other bull way over there.
Yep.
That's how you can tell Elijah is Elijah.